acceleration due to gravity is nothing but the acceleration of freely falling bodies. And as I have told you now, the earth will be exerting gravitational force, and due to that gravitational force, the body will have accelerated motion. Now this acceleration due to gravity is denoted by the letter small g, and the value of g changes from place to place on earth. Why it changes from place to place on earth? It is due to the geode shape of the earth. Now what is geode shape? The earth is little flat at the poles and bulged at the equator. So here at the poles, north pole and south pole, it is little flat. At the equator, it is bulged. So this is the geode shape of the earth. Due to this geode shape of the earth, what happens? The value of g changes from place to place on earth. But at a given place, the value of g will remain constant. And it has been found that the value of g increases as you go from equator towards the poles. So at equator it is minimum, g value is minimum, at poles it is maximum. So now if you want to take the value of g for mathematical purposes, then you need to take the average of all the values of g. So, and it has been considered as, the value has been considered as 9.8 meter per second for all mathematical calculations. Remember, the value of g is not 9.8 exactly, but the average value of g is 9.8 meter per second square. This is obtained by taking the average of all the values of g, because as you go from equator towards the poles, for every 10 degree latitude, we have around 90 plus 90, 180 latitudes. So as you go from equator towards the poles, for every 10 degree latitude, it is found that the g value keeps on changing. It increases as you go from equator towards the poles. So if you take the average of all the values of acceleration due to gravity, then the average value comes to 9.8 meter per second square, and for all mathematical purposes we must take the value of g as 9.8 meter per second square in Standard International. If it is CGS, then it will be 980 centimeter per second square. Sometimes even in problems we consider the value of g as a 10 meter per second square also. It does not make much difference, either it is 9.8 or 10. So this is about acceleration due to gravity. Remember, the value of g increases as you go from equator towards the poles. And when the value of g changes, then the weight of the body also changes. Because weight of the body is given by the formula W is equal to mg. Now what is m? Mass, and g is gravity. If you know the mass of the body and gravity, then you can calculate the weight of a body. So a body which is at the equator will weigh less. If it goes towards the poles, north pole or south pole of the earth, then its weight will increase. So remember that weight also changes with gravity, because mass of the body remains constant. Gravity changes from place to place, so the weight of the body also changes. So in a simple way you can remember, if you want to lose weight, then walk towards the equator. If you want to gain weight, then walk towards the poles of the earth. So this is about acceleration due to gravity. These are some of the common terms which you have to remember in motion in one dimension. Next we have to solve some simple numerical problems on speed, velocity and acceleration. Now let us consider some numericals on displacement, velocity, speed and acceleration. I have a problem here. The car covers 90 kilometers in 1.5 hours towards east. Calculate displacement of car. Second, its velocity in kilometer per hour and also meter per second. Now, When you come to the solution, what is the displacement of the car must be calculated. Now here already it is given that the car covers 90 kilometers. I have told you that displacement is a vector quantity, so there will be mention of direction whenever you talk about displacement. Now straight away, if you just read the problem, you can come to know that the displacement of the car will be 90 kilometers only. This is the only distance given. So the displacement will be 90 kilometer towards east. This will be the displacement. So here I am mentioning the direction also. Okay. Now, for second solution, what you have to calculate? You have to calculate the velocity of the car in kilometer per hour and meter per second. Now, usually in our everyday life, we often talk about the speed or distances in kilometers. But when you are calculating in problems, you need to convert to standard international. So remember that if you want to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, you want to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, then you have to multiply the number by 5 by 18. 5 by 18. On the other hand, if you want to convert a meter per second to kilometer per hour, then again you have to multiply the number by 18 by 5. So please remember this conversion wherever you are calculating the speed or velocity from kilometer per hour to meter per second or meter per second to kilometer per hour. So here in the problem the distance is given 90 kilometer in 1.5 hours towards east. Now we have to calculate the velocity in kilometer per hour. Now velocity in kilometer per hour will be equal to, what is the formula for velocity? It is a displacement by time taken. Now displacement is how much? Displacement is 90 kilometer. What is the time taken here? 1.5 hour. 1.5 hour. That can be written as 90 by 2, 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 by 2. So if you simplify, how much you will get? 90 into 2 by 3. So what will be the velocity in kilometer per hour? Velocity in kilometer per hour will be 60. 32 times will be 60. 60 kilometer per hour. This is the solution. Now, next what you have to calculate? You have to calculate velocity in meter per second. Now here first is over now. This is A solution. Now second B. You have to convert the velocity in meter per second. So what is the conversion you need to use? You have to multiply the number by just 5 by 18. So velocity in meter per second will be equal to velocity in kilometer per hour multiplied by 5 by 18. Oh. Now what is the velocity in kilometer per hour? It is 60 kilometer per hour multiplied by 5 by 18. So if you simplify this, it will come to 16.67 meter per second. So this will be velocity in meter per second. Like this you have to solve the problem. Remember, displacement already has given the direction, so directly you can write the direction along with the distance, that becomes displacement. Second problem we shall solve. The change in velocity of a motorbike is 54 km per hour in 1 minute. Calculate its acceleration in meter per second square and kilometer per hour square. Now here what is the change in velocity? Now change in velocity already I have told you. If you take acceleration formula, A is equal to V minus U by T, I said. Now this numerator, as I have told you earlier, v minus u, it is nothing but a change in velocity. This must be considered as a single term, and the bracketed term must be considered as a single term. Directly we are provided with change in velocity. Sometimes in problems you may be given initial velocity, final velocity, then you have to calculate first what is the change in velocity. But in this problem our job is made very easy. So already the change in velocity is given for us. You have to calculate the acceleration. Now change in velocity, that is v minus u, it is given as 54 km per hour. What is the time given for us? Time is given as 1 minute. Now here 1 minute, it must be converted to hours if you want to calculate the acceleration in kilometer per hour square, and if you want to calculate in meter per second square, then 1 minute must be converted to seconds. Now we shall know some conversions here. Acceleration formula we know, a is equal to v minus u by t. Now 1 minute will be equal to how many hours? We know that 60 minutes will be equal to 1 hour. Therefore 1 minute will be equal to 1 by 60th of an hour. So it will be equal to 1 by 60th of an hour. So in that case, what will be the change in velocity? Change in velocity is 54 divided by 1 by 60. So this will be 54 into 60. Therefore, acceleration will be equal to 3,240. What are the units? It is kilometer per hour square. This is a B solution I have done first. It is B. Now, if you want to calculate acceleration in meter per second square. Now already in previous problem I have told you, if you want to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, then with what number you have to multiply? You have to multiply the number by 5 by 80. So here we are given 54 kilometer per hour multiplied by 5 by 18. It will be equal to 15 meter per second. So here only I will write 54 kilometer per hour is nothing but 15 meter per second. Time is 1 minute. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Either you can do this way, or here this acceleration you can directly convert to meter per second square. But this will be a little complicated because here hour square is there. So what I am doing to make the things easy for me, I have taken the change in velocity in meter per second and then time in seconds. So again use the formula, a is equal to v minus u by t. What is v minus u? It is 15 meter per second divided by 60 seconds. 15 one times, 15 4 times. Now here it will be equal to 1 by 4, that will be equal to 0.25. The units you will get it as meter per second it will be meter per second square. So acceleration will be equal to 0.25 meter per second square. This is the solution for this problem. So in the next video we shall solve few more problems on these common terms, whatever we are using in motion in one dimension. Till then, happy learning.